What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic Thursday. God bless America, and God bless some more CMS action, some VESL coming your way. Today, we have Super Smash Bros. Yesterday, we had some very high-octane Valorant action. Tomorrow, of course, is where you can find all the Rocket League. My name is Proper. Tumbleweed has abandoned me, so now I'm joined throughout the entirety of the day with Chamako. What's going on, brother?
Is that a good thing? I don't know. I mean, well,
I don't know.
We'll make it a good
Forget
thing.
that guy. No, it's a great thing. What's up, man?
It's all good. It's all good. Excited to be here on the main stage. You know, kind of a different action, but yeah, it's all good. And Smash is always a good, fun time.
Yeah, absolutely it is. We're constantly seeing a whole bunch of different wacky character picks, as well as some new faces galore as we continue on with this entire set and stage. I think it's probably appropriate for us to just talk about the schedule real quick, just as we are continuing on with some more Smash action. Again, playoffs are what's going to be going on through next week. Today, we are starting off with the Garinger Wildcats versus the Butler Bulldogs. Two teams that we have not seen, but the Audrey-Kell Knights are looking to continue on with their dominance, as we've seen through a multitude of esports at this point in time, going up against the Sabres out of South Mech, the Trojans from the Olympic High School going up against the Hough Huskies, and then the Butler Bulldogs are going to be on a doubleheader versus the Americanas. So it's going to be a stack full of matches. So we still have two more matches. I want to say that three more after these four. So it's a very stacked day. Typically, we are going in and out of these Smash days very, very quickly. But just some house cleaning for all intents and purposes. In case you don't know how Super Smash Bros. Works, it is a best of three within a best of three. So basically, you pick your characters. Say me and Chamako, we each pick our own characters. We play out a best of three. If I win twice, Chamako loses. That's 1 point to my team. Say it goes the other way. Once Chamako gets another player playing for his high school, then we are evened up 1-1. Basically, you want to win two sets. That's how you win a best of three at the end of the day. But best of threes within those best of threes, it's going to be confusing. We're going to be reminding the folks at home constantly as the night continues.
It's going to be a lot of people, fighting each other, but basically, and we're going to enjoy it regardless. At the end of the day, it's cool that they're playing for the schools, but they're also playing individually. They got to prove themselves as players. So it's going to be the battle that we're going to be watching, and I think we got the next game ready. So we are jumping right into it. It's going to be Garinger against Butler. So we're going to be looking at the picks right now from these two schools.
Looking like we're going to get Wake versus 45. 45 playing for the Butler Bulldogs. 45 times 21. I'm not doing that math.
I'll try it. I mean, you cover me.
He's pulling out the phones, that way we can at least guarantee that we're right down to the decimal point. Wake pulling out the Kirby. Wake pulling out the first downloadable character. 45 times 21 is 945, but that's a whole equation I wasn't prepared to do. So. Yeah. Piranha Plant was the first downloadable character coming into Smash Ultimate, the first of many characters that we got here as far as Smash Ultimate is concerned. Putting the damage, has a lot of different tricks up their sleeves, specifically around that spiky ball.
I like it. I like the way that they're using Piranha right now, just staying on the ground and just, forcing Kirby to go up. And Kirby's kind of slow in the air. He has that issue. So there you go with the first KO, first stock off for Kirby or Wake.
I mean, 45 only has 23% on this first stock, so Wake's got some work to do.
Yep. Wake up.
Just constantly throwing out these spike balls on a slight little cooldown, but neutral airs are still very good as an option. A little bit of a forward air coming through for 45, and hey, why not just immediately up with the up special, gonna claim that second stock. Wake, you got some splaiting to do.
It's been allowing Kirby, or forcing Kirby to go up. I mean, maybe not even forcing. I mean, maybe it's Wake's play style, but it's going into 45 beautifully, because that's exactly what he wants. He wants to have Kirby in the air, make him slow, and then keep hitting him with those very hard attacks. And Kirby hasn't been able to actually hit 45 that much. Now on the hunt, and I thought that Kirby was gonna land in the wrong space, but it didn't happen.
45 just kind of playing with his food, just constantly throwing out those up specials. You've seen if maybe you can get something a little bit cheeky. 91% and ticking down. Now going to be evened up just all the way down to maybe just a tenth in between. Gonna eat the spiky ball, just immediately just try to cover the landing. Wake's just gonna eat that creep hammer to the face, and yeah, Wake's 45 just trying to go for stop points at this point in time. Gonna get the spike down to the stage, trying to get the elimination off the top. very difficult to do with Piranha Plant. Not a whole lot that you can do to get the kill off the top, but Wake now on borrowed time, let alone for this stock for the entire game.
Yeah, he gotta clutch his stocks to keep practicing and keep trying that, that ego KO that he's going for. Right now, I mean, even with this, Wake hasn't been able to do that much damage. Yeah, he's been able to throw Piranha Plant out of the plank a few times, but we saw it right there. I mean, it was a matter of time, and Wake, it's out of this one. He loses the first one. So GG's for Piranha Plant. I mean, looking really strong on this first round.
Yeah, 45. Again, it just seems to have a better grip as far as the game is concerned. Against Super Smash Bros. is a game of a lot of different mechanics, not to mention like the entirety of like all the macro that we have as well. So that's going to be the first little game inside of this first match for the best of three, going over to the Butler Bulldogs. So if 45 are able to do that one more time, which seems pretty convincing, getting the 3 stock like that, they're going to get the first point.
Yeah, it seems convincing. I mean, we're not going to be lying to anyone here. Basically rinse and repeat and do the same thing. The only thing is, if I am Wake, maybe try a new character, maybe try something different, because definitely Kirby wasn't fast enough, didn't have that power, or I mean, wasn't doing anything to actually fool 45. So maybe try that. But we're ready to go into the next match and see if that's a fact, if they actually change the picks, or if they are going to continue with the same 2 characters. Remains to be seen.
We'll have to see. Seems that 45 is going to go over towards the Donkey Kong, and honestly, I'm here for that. It'd be even better if they had the stage in music choice. We would have potentially got ourselves a little bit of a DK rap versus Kirby. But hey, original Smash matchup here, dating all the way back to the Nintendo 64. We're here for it. Donkey Kong has changed ever so slightly. The up airs, good luck trying to land. Having to go in towards the boulder form just to try to catch something cheeky. 45 almost got the nab out of the air, but that's a quick 74 on the pink blob.
But anyway, when I said, change characters, I was talking about Wake. I wasn't talking about 45, but I'm glad that 45 did. I mean, that means that he's that confident right now, that he feels that strong, that he can go, with a different character and still have the same outcome that he did before. And so far, I mean, it's proven to be right. Yes, Kirby is getting a few hits of himself, a lot more damage than he did before losing the first stock on round number 1, but still not being able to actually, have the lead here against 45. And you see it right there. I mean, 45 hitting hard and getting that first stock off Wake, and trying to go for the second one real quick.
98% up tilt, gonna get some space. Up tilt in response out of 45-21. And look, Donkey Kong is what we consider a heavy here in Super Smash Bros. So this gorilla is going to be living for a very long time. Wake is considered to be about a light medium character. Nice little back air sequence coming through for Wake. Or for 45, I should say. It's going to get Wake up to 74% up air. The most annoying part going up against Donkey Kong is trying to land, and just as you try to slip through the platforms, big DK punch to your jaw. If you already made a play, that jaw is broken for sure.
There was not much to look on that one. And as you mentioned, DK, you're going to have to hit him and hit him and hit him hard to actually get him off the stock, and not so much for Kirby. Kirby, landing again, still very slow, and, this is not a fault of the character itself. It's more, how you use it. But definitely not being able to fast enough, and, from the back, not even waiting for the 100% to actually get him off. And that's going to be an easy win for 45 times 21. So GG's early on, and I think you mentioned it was Butler, right? Getting the first point for the school. So GG's for him.
Well, the Piranha Plant didn't solidify it. The Donkey Kong with 2 DK punch KOs will definitely solidify the deal. That is a very, very angry gorilla. So gonna be a full-on 3 stock twice on over there for 45-21. So that's the first point given over towards the Butler Bulldogs. So we're gonna swap players out, try to see what the next few characters will be. It's going to be interesting to be able to see what the response has to be, because now if you're Garinger, you essentially have to reverse sweep here in this best of 3.
Yeah, and I mean, usually, I don't know the strategy here, to be honest with you. I don't know if that's the first, if you send your more skilled player first, or, you wait for the second round or whatever. But, yeah, if if they're about the same skill level, that's going to be an uphill battle. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, it's one of those things, again, when it comes down to what we call here in the Smash community, it's called like crew battles, essentially. It's just like you want to typically save like your strongest player for like the middle of the pack, because it's going to be the difference maker in between trying to even up as far as stocks are concerned, or potentially just keeping yourself alive. At least for Butler Bulldogs coming in towards the second one, this could be your closer, being the second player. For Garinger, this could be the difference in between you staying alive in the best of 3 or not. So let's go ahead and see what we have on the docket here for us. For Garinger Wildcats, definitely need to have an appropriate response. For Butler Bulldogs, very much so could be the closing. And I believe that I saw on my screen, going to have ourselves a little bit of a Banjo-Kazooie going up against an adult Link. Banjo's one of my characters that I play constantly, mostly for the but it's just a really good character all around. A lot of good utility.
This is what I haven't seen that often. You know, I love the F-Zero background, but Banjo, I haven't seen that often. And so far, you know, looking from it, Yuta seems to be enjoying to be, you know, hitting upwards a whole lot against Link. I don't know if that's going to be, you know, the most useful way to use it. You can tell me about it, but that seems to be a strategy.
See those feathers. You're gonna constantly keep yourself alive just around. Gets you immediate invulnerability, but you only have five uses of that per stock. A little bit of a butt egg coming out. Trying to at least capture for at least that explosion. Got a reintroduction to get back in towards the stage. Good carry as well out of Itis, but there's the last red feather being used for this stock out of Yuta. 158%. Borrow time, back throw, yeet. Gonna be that first stock taken for Butler.
Good play. Using the feathers, as you mentioned. Obviously, doesn't have anything right now to be the get that vulnerability for the remaining of the stock. But still, you know, got the first stock off Itis. Itis, I think it is the name of the other player.
Yeah.
So that I mean, you know, he got the early lead, and that's all he wanted right now. And he's been good at dodging without the feathers. You know, he's been able to get out of the way from Link, even though Link is, pretty speedy here by himself. But it's not enough right now to go against those bombs, and that's gonna be a dangerous one.
That forward air is massive. A little bit early as far as spot dodge is concerned here for Yuta. Butler Bulldogs are setting out their big dogs to play. No, we're good. Oh, just a little bit under, yeah. Almost able to at least get that. Funny stuff about just like Banjo in general, you just drop down, just hit him with the side B. Wow, that's going to be the second stock. Is that Banjo is one of the very few characters here in Smash Ultimate that actually does get the ability to use their jumps following their recovery move. And because you got Kazooie in your backpack, per the lore, you do get 2 of those jumps with the feathers. Never understood how that small bird was able to carry that big bear around, but here we are. 20% to the second stock. Itis has a lot to do on the 54%. The bomb will also connect. Trying to fish out for the up airs as well. Very weak move, but still enough to create a lot of good space. Yuta spacing at that, just absolutely immaculate.
Yep, seems like we're gonna get the first stock off of Itis very soon. You know, it's just okay. He couldn't land the jump and get into the ledge. So yeah, Butler very strong here. The Banjo-Kazooie as well, and that's one of the things that usually teams that have a very strong player usually have more than one, because they're screaming. They're playing against each other. You know, they're teammates, so they are trying to elevate each other out, and I think that's the case right now.
Oh, absolutely. As somebody that grew up in the Smash community, I can tell you that much, and they're always getting my butt whipped by individuals, so it's just like, I constantly got my game leveled up as well. Though it seems that the Butler Bulldogs are like Team DLC at this point. Again, Banjo is one of those like new DLC characters that came out. One of the newer ones, I should say that much. Piranha Plant came out like, I don't know, like 4 years ago at this point. So
okay.
Banjo though is again, it just has a lot of utility, and you can just see just how annoying it is to deal with the constant side B spam. And even if that stock gets away, then you have like 5 more refreshes from the red feathers as well. So gonna have to see at least an option potentially coming through from Itis. I wonder if the adult Link will be coming through. Let's go ahead and hop in towards that second game. I believe it is ready to go to see whether or not Itis will end up picking a different character. Didn't see a whole lot of bomb usage out of them, and that's going to be the case. Yuta going to go over to the DK, much like their teammate of 45x21. We got ourselves a big body fight.
Yeah, heavy versus heavy here. I'm interested in this one. We have, well, at least in my case, you know, on the other stream, I haven't seen that much of a heavy versus heavy. I have seen Bowser being used quite a bit. You know, some better than others, obviously. But I'm interested. Let's see how it pans out. Because usually heavies can, you know, withstand a lot of heat. But is it the same? Can they withstand another heavy? Is that the case?
Well, it depends on the. So in Smash, you have knockback. And then plus like the rage you also get like once you get past like these orange numbers into the red, right where Yuta is. That's when you start getting like further knockback. Nice little trap inside of the ground, a little bit of a mash check on Itis. Back air is going to confirm it as well. But as far as like knockback prowess is concerned, both these two characters have immense back airs, so they can definitely get a lot of good edge guarding. But as far as all around input ability, I would definitely give it to the Kong for sure. But Itis able to at least get that up throw, connecting onto the platform. Very important to note that we are here on Pokemon Stadium 2. So the blast zones very, very short on all different sides. Up air going to get Itis up to 87%. And a little bit of a match check. Spacing check, though. Yuta unable to confirm it.
Right now, Itis hasn't been able to use...
Wow!
Okay, that's the second time, actually. That's the second time that Yuta goes hunting off the edge and actually gets the KO. So Itis gotta be very, very wary about that one and not trying to stay on the ground as much as he can. Finally get one stock off Yuta, and it was way overdue. And you know, as soon as Yuta comes back, he's into the action. He's putting the hit. Yeah.
Able to get the ground and pound. Itis just trying to get back towards neutral. Oh, there we go, right off the stage. Tech check. Trying to get towards the ledge, able to get there. 101% now for Bowser. A little bit of a down air. Just gonna knock Yuta back in place. Again, big body heat. Not gonna see an immediate jump up towards the air until about 120%. There's another grab. Won't be able to get it off the top of the ledge, so it wouldn't have killed regardless. A little bit of a half charge DK punch, not going to be able to get the confirmation as well. This is the best stock that we've seen out of Itis, and it's going to be able to go down towards the last stock. The problem is that Itis is in one hit territory.
Yeah, and Yuta was right, you know, to go for things that don't usually hit that easily. He got all three stocks the same way, you know, fishing out of water, out of the platform. But I was saying that Yuta was on that second stock. He was trying to actually, you know, get some hits that are quite difficult to get. You know, it's very telegraphed. So he was just going for the ego kill, and it didn't happen. So that's why he lost that second stock. But at the end, you know, he was able to get the third one and get the win. So Butler with a 2-0 right now against the Wildcats, looking strong. I mean, those two characters pretty good.
That's pretty funny. You know, 45 and Yuta, you know, started off as Team DLC, and then they immediately changed to Team Donkey Kong. So if I'm not mistaken, as far as the best of 3 is concerned, because that's how math works, that should be the Butler Bulldogs taking that over the Garinger Wildcats in a pretty emphatic 2-0 fashion. I mean, the only time when we really felt like that anybody from the Wildcats had a fighting chance was in that final moment when I just got like a little bit of a cheeky elimination to get that DK down to a single stock. So I believe that we should be at least be preparing for our second game, which is going to be the Audrey Cal Knights going up against the South Mex Sabres. We are here live on the Thursday evening here at the end of the month of April. More VESL action, some CMS Smash Brothers Ultimate coming your way right out of the short break. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to some more VESL action here for CMS on this wonderful Thursday evening for some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My name is Proper. Joining with me is Chumako. And, well, that first series ended just as quick as we were loading into it. Quick little 2-0 to the Butler Bulldogs, having their gorilla hands all over Garinger Wildcats, which doesn't make any sense because I just called them Bulldogs, and I said they have gorilla hands. That sounds like a really weird hybrid. But regardless of the matter, Audrey Knights going up against South Mech Sabres next.
You said that, and my mind goes to Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah. Not in a good way. Not in a good way.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
For all the wrong reasons, that's hilarious.
So hopefully the audience is younger, so they don't know. But anyways, yeah, we got Article, which is one of those top schools that they have a team for everything, for basically for everything. I love that. I mean, I wish my school had that when I was younger. But you know, they had a good team for Rocket League, good team for Valorant, and it seems that they have a pretty good team as well for Smash.
Yeah, they're good all around. Just a bunch of gamers at that school as well. So Audrey Knights, something that we have seen very, very recently as far as Super Smash Bros. Are concerned. What is it? Ligma Boy likes playing Little Mac. They also have D playing as Isabel and Palutena. So yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting to be able to see what the choices are going to be. So that series is ready to get underway. Just as some quick little housekeeping as far as all intents and purposes, you'll see the score updated here momentarily, I'm sure. But South Mech, well, everybody didn't show up to play today. So Audrey Knight's going to have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, a unfortunate forfeit, Albert there. We got the trusty Joker here on the team, which is a hit or miss because everybody sees Joker at the top level and think, wait, I mean, this is the guy that I gotta use, right? Because every pro player, well, not every pro player, but it's highly there on the tournament, and then I don't know. I mean, it's like a hit or miss. Maybe some people are really good with it, and some other are disappointed. I'm gonna phrase it like that.
So Eclipse actually electing to try to go for another DLC character as well, but I mean, you're not wrong, Chicago. Like, there is a distinct reason as to why this character's godlike. I hate that cat, man. I really do. I like cats. Like, I got my own cat, but that cat in particular haunts my nightmares. First stock taken here for Audrey Kell.
And L is no L. He got that first one early on, and he got it easy, and very well use of the block and not allowing any damage to get back up from Clips. Clips, finding a few hits here and there, not quite enough. Match speed from L to Joker. So Joker, I mean, that's one thing from Joker. He can get very speedy, very, I mean, in your face or on your back, like on a blink of an eye, and he can rack some damage with those combos. So trying to, I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen that much combos yet, but Eclipse is still not being able to find a way to, get all the damage that needs to be done. It seems like it's going more for it's gonna be even out on damage, but not on stocks.
I wonder if like L's name is like a play off of like the 8th note.
Death Note, yeah. Oh, you're saying the 8th?
Late note.
Okay, I don't know that one.
Because it's an 8th note after
Gotcha.
I mean, Eclipse is getting the hand business, if you will, and so far it's not really looking too good whatsoever. South Mech are already down as far as a match is concerned here in this best of 3 series. Nice little down throw, up air drag as well. And L is just having his way. I mean, Big Brother's out to play here for Joker. Arsene almost able to get the up smash conversion, but nice little DI out from Eclipse. This stock is now on borrowed time.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you're done.
Yeah. You said it on borrowed time, and definitely, like right there. I'm gonna catch that one like right now. So Joker definitely being one of the better Jokers that we have seen here on any stream. To be honest with you, we have seen quite a few, on CMS and outside in other conferences. So early lead for Adrikel. They had the win from the forfeit, and now actually going into the match looking pretty strong.
Yep. So just one more 3 stock away. Simple as that, and then you already got yourself that W. So I will say this much: as somebody that did play a lot of Byleth when Byleth first came out, Byleth was the character that came out before. Why can't I think of it? Min Min, of course. That character is good in the neutral, but the problem is when you're going up against a Joker, and why players like MKLeo really enjoy playing Joker is the edge guarding. It is like the extension of being on the neutral. I feel like that L really exploited that time and time again, as you saw right there with that 3-stock.
Yeah, he was willing to go off the edge and try to catch him off guard.
Hey, yo!
Okay. Incineroar and Byleth. Okay, so, wait. So, L actually went for the Byleth.
That's corn.
It is corn. Okay, my bad.
All these swordies look the same. Not alone on that. I play Mario, and every single time I look at a swordy, I'm just like, now I have to depict on what anime face I'm going up against. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Incineroar is a fun character to play with, but it's not doing very well right now. The speed is not there. Wow, that was fast. And I was talking about speed, but I was talking the lack of speed on the clips. However, L is another beast by itself. He's just racking up the damage all over as fast as he can. And, you know, the second stock is not going to be a difference. I mean, you see how he goes from 20 to 60 in about a combo, and that's it. You know, Incineroar gotta you know, up that defense somehow.
I mean, it's funny because, like, you bring up, like, the speed, and that's, like, the one thing that, like, Incineroar racks. My God! The Tepper back air? I mean, we're just fishing at this point if you're Incineroar, and you can tell by the camera of my voice, that's Fire-type Pokemon. Does not go near the river whatsoever. Not going to be fishing at all. But the first stock, well, they're going to be taken. L, 2 stocks to the good. Last stock sequence coming through for Eclipse, maybe, but you almost have to feel like that this is just a matter of time. Oh, golly. What can you potentially do? Maybe try to get a revenge, try to fall down, but did not time the recovery even in the slightest. It's a 2-stock this time around as L swapped back to the corn. The first character that we actually saw L play back in week number 1, and well, that's going to do it immediately. I mean, like, hey, you had a forfeit win, not everybody showing up to play, and Eclipse tried putting everybody in the backpack, did not work out.
I'm not sure that actually was a bad timing or a forfeit. You know,
I think it was bad. I'll be candid with you.
Said, no, I'm out.
Well, that's just Incineroar's recovery. And I'll be candid with you. Like, Incineroar's recovery was already hot butt as it is. It's very, very difficult to be able to go up against any swordy whatsoever. But gotta appreciate the flexibility being showcased in between Eclipse. Started off with the Byleth, got 3-stocked by L's Joker. And then immediately swapped over to the Incineroar, and then L was just like, all right, I'm going to play my main on the corn. Yep. So that's going to be a 2-0 victory there for Audrey Kell Knights. Not the only best of 3 that we have on our docket here. Great sequence as we have there from you, Mr. Producer. Olympic Trojans will be up next going up against the Hough Huskies. And then the Butler Bulldogs going to be back on our screen, ready to take on the Americanas. So still a lot more Smash Bros. To come our way. And honestly speaking, anything very much so might happen. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and throw things to a very short break. When we come back, we got ourselves another best of 3. It is going to be the Trojans from the Olympic High School going up against the Hough Huskies. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. That was a quick break. We're back into action, and we are here on CMS Still Smash Brothers, Still Chamaco, and I'm here with Proper. So ready for the action right now. It's going to be our third matchup of the day. It's going to be Olympic Trojans against the Hough Huskies. You got any deets of these guys in your notebook? You got a lot of notes there, by the way.
I do.
Yeah.
No, you have no idea. Ever since I started casting, like back in 2016, I have like a whole row on my bookshelf just full of like journals.
Wow.
It's disgusting. Regardless of the matter, the only team that I actually have like any notes on whatsoever is actually the Olympic Trojans, who actually I want to say went the distance all the way to a game number. This is when we were still doing best of fives back in week number 1. And the Olympic Trojans actually took Audrey Kell to a game number 5. D was the one player in particular that was really playing their heart out. There was also some like really interesting nuances happening in there, whether or not we like expected like the game to even be over, what's or not. But I remember D playing the Isabel. I remember also playing the Palutena. And then I want to say that Punisher was also a part of that high school as well. I think he played Ridley. Just niche picks all over the place. But, like, they're not bad with any perspective whatsoever. I mean, look, if you take Audrey Kell to any distance whatsoever across any one of these esports that we have in this 3-day masterpiece, hats off to you.
I agree with you. So that's a tough endeavor right now for Hough Huskies, who we don't have any details about them right now. I mean, we saw them yesterday in Valorant. Do you remember how did it go for them on Valorant by any means?
They beat the Hawks on blind 13-5.
Okay, so that's. I mean, if that serves of anything, that might not be the case.
Well, you know, FPS to stage fighting,
Smash.
apples to oranges or tomatoes to tomatoes.
PC and Switch, and nothing relates. But anyways, we're going into the action here, and you were talking about the picks before from the Trojans. Let's see what they have right now. It seems like they're going with Little Mac here, and Inkling is going to be the one for Hough.
So Ligma Boy back on our screen here. This is my cross-up earlier. Well, I thought that I was actually playing for Audrey Kell, but I had that backwards in my journal. So Ligma Boy back out here for the Olympic Trojans. Was very, very good. And I'll be candid, Little Mac's a bad character. Like, he's a terrible character. It's just a really bad character, but he's a very cheesy character. And the thing about Little Mac is that, quite literally, to the game of Knockout, you realistically only need like 1 or 2 good hits, especially against Agent 7, who's operating on this Inkling, which is a very light character.
I'm surprised of so many people choosing Little Mac here.
It's cheesy, right?
Again, I don't know that much about Smash, but I did my homework. I was looking for tier lists and stuff, and everyone had him like D or C or something like that.
Because he's bad.
But he keeps being chosen here, and he's winning a lot of times. So that's I think that's a fun part of watching high school level esports sometimes. That you're not gonna have those top tier.
Yeah, Joker versus Cloud, like all that.
No, it's not gonna be that the whole time. Actually, you see a Sephiroth, and you're like, oh my god, okay, for real?
Yeah, the second I see a Sephiroth, I lean into the monitor a little bit more. Sword about like half of the stage here on Battlefield, but I mean, for a lot of the intents and purposes, nice little ops match for Agent 7 just to be able to confirm that first stock on the Ligma Boy. But for all intents and purposes, like why like Little Mac is considered to be like D tier, right? It's mostly around the recovery and neutral. And funnily enough, when Smash Ultimate first came out, Inkling was actually pretty high up there as far as the tier list is concerned. Some different patch notes came around, mostly around that paint bomb. Very annoying to combat it against, but recovery great, neutral fantastic. It's mostly just around the kill setup, but the one gimmick that you do have for Inkling, if you saw like a couple paint being splattered around Ligma Boy's Little Mac, is all intents and purposes around the more paint on that body, the more knockback that you get. So very important to be able to get that KO that way.
Right there, like right there.
Exactly.
That's a good moment there to get the KO. It didn't happen. But yeah, I'm learning a lot with you, man. Hopefully the people at home are as well. So.
Oh, no, I've been playing this game since Nintendo 64, brother. I've been in this title for a bit.
No, getting more even right now, man. Agent is doing some damage and not being able to get the KO. I mean, at this time I would hope that he would get the KO. He's trying. I mean, he was fishing for that one, but Ligma Boy with a counter and actually being the one to get the damage on Agent 7 once again.
So Lomac doesn't have a whole lot of super armor, but does have frame favored as well. Yeah. Good trade immediately. So last stock territory as far as this first game is concerned in our first set. Nice little reintroduction off of the roller paint. Really good management as far as the paint canister is concerned as well at Agent 7. I feel like that's very important for an Inkling to be able to find value. Does have the percent advantage, but never really something that you can write home about when you are facing a Little Mac that's fishing for those 1-2 hits. Yeah, very much so could be the stock. There it is right there, just with the down tilt. Able to get the forward tilt as well, charging up the punch, and just the turnaround as well. That's not easy to do. Great input manipulation coming through from Ligma Boy. It came out on the wire, but will strike blood first.
I was not expecting that. I mean, if it's me, again, I'm not a player. I'm not a Smash player by any means. But if I see Little Mac charging that like that, I'm getting out of the way. You know, I'm just.
You're just going up to the top platform.
I'm gonna shoot you something. You know, you get projectiles, so use them. But he decided to stay there and go. You know, for okay, let's play chicken, and yeah, he lost.
Never want to play chicken with somebody that's wearing boxing gloves that calls himself Little Mac. There's a point in time where like you go back to the Punch-Out series and that guy fights Mike Tyson.
Yep.
So maybe we might be able to see what happened to Inkling right there. The same thing that might happen to Jake Paul.
Ooh.
I'd love that.
Well,
many people would love that.
A few months to get there.
Yeah, but Mike Tyson's also like in his late 50s, so like I don't know. I'm not gonna derail this stream too much, but like, hey, I'm just telling you where I want to see it go. And now the counter pick from Agent 7 goes to FD. And if you can tell by the canter of my voice, that's not a good pick. You need platforms to stay away from Little Mac.
Okay, but this time around, I mean, he learned from the lesson. Okay, he sees the charge and he's out of the way. He's making some space. Although, that was close.
Yeah.
Although he's still getting a lot of damage.
So like you're seeing the way that like Liquid Boy is able to tank a few of these hits from Agent 7. Once that side B does get charged up to a certain percentage, you actually gain super armor, which means that you can take 1 or 2 light hits from Agent 7's Inkling, and you can still hold the charge, but gonna be stuck in the ground. Match check, unable to get the spacing. And that forward smash as well from Inkling actually does have Tibber. Tibber getting that extra knockback and a slight little extra damage. Gonna have to dip down low for a little bit more paint for the container, but 162 to 171, the up tilt towards the falling fair is going to get the trade. Ligma Boy on borrowed time for the stock, but still strikes first.
Quite high that damage right now for Ligma Boy, so he gotta be a little bit careful. That's something that you don't see that often here with the with the Light Max here on CMS or any other of the VESL conferences. They're usually very on your face, and they're happy to get a little bit of a damage to actually deal some damage as well, which I think is part of the character, but at the same time sometimes you gotta be more careful than that.
Yeah, we'll say this much. I mean, that is a bold maneuver out of Liquid Boy just to try to chase off stage, fell, whatever may have you, but Agent 7 up to 112%. Up tilt would potentially get the kill or a falling forward smash once you hit the ground. Nice little shield. And there it is. Forward tilt. Gotta get that final hit required to take the second stock. Agent 7, lots to do. Already down as far as the set is concerned. Nice little up air sequence to make sure that Liquid Boy cannot touch the ground, but still able to skate away. 65% you're on that second stock. You won't be careful, Agent 7. You are flirting with disaster.
But finally using the distance a little bit better than before. You see how he's going for those bombs. He actually using the gun and trying to keep Ligma Boy away, because he's been playing with the Ligma Boy way too close, and it's not working out. As I say, Dad, whenever you close the distance, that's where Ligma Boy is actually hurting.
Yep, Ligma Boy utilizing that big boy tactic of, hey, my jab just goes through yours. It's not even like it's a faster frame at all. It's just, yeah, I can just do that. So got some paint. Will be mocked off there. Nice little timing coming through from Agent 7 to at least get themselves some space, but forward smash will be charged, and yeesh. That's a disappointment right there.
But twice he finishes the game just like that. I thought he had learned from before.
No,
he was dodging it a little bit better for some time, but then on last stock is like brains down. I'm gonna jump into it and get hit.
See that right there is like that is quite literally like the definition of just like human beings in like terms of services.
Well,
like we don't read, we don't learn,
true.
we just swipe and go. That's That's tough. So, I mean, that's going to be a 1-0 lead here for the Olympic Trojans. Hough Huskies now going to have to send in their second player. Same for the Olympic Trojans, but just one more set away from claiming this this best of 3.
Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's watch then the picks that they had for the next matchup here. This is going to be the second round for these two schools. Olympic Trojans on the lead right now, and well, we get another Bowser here. In D, you were mentioning D before. You know, we saw the picks, and I think you mentioned this character as one of them. Yeah, as one of the characters that they had before. I think so.
I will say this much. Mini Battlefield versus Bowser doesn't seem like a good time, but D making the most out of it. The thing... How about a hurdle button? That shield just immediately breaks it, but not a high enough percentage to get that stock claim. But Mini Battlefield, obviously the difference in between this and normal Battlefield, besides the top platform, is that the blast zones are a lot more condensed. So Bowser can get that kill very, very quick. The problem is for Orga on this Bowser for Hough Huskies is that you are combo food. You have to fish out for those 1 or 2 big hits and try to get that stock before you just get absolutely obliterated by the multitude of different facets that D can collect on this elimination.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, you're saying exactly what we're watching here on screen right now. You know, Orga has racked up all the damages, you know, on a very dark red and just lost that first stock. And, you know, D is looking good. D is looking very decent. You know, he got you know, hit a few times before, but after that, what is it, the spawn that he had, you know, it's been like, no, I'm not giving you any chance. That was disrespectful, and I'm taking not 1 stock, but I'm taking 2 in just less than 1 minute.
I mean, it's just got to be like just character buff, right? Like, look at this, 69%. Just can't take any more damage. Orga just can't give any more damage. Oh, finally going to be able to break the mold though. 83.3% now. Orga up to 62%. Trying to go for the jab sequence. Forward smash not going to be able to get connect. Get up attack is going to be gutted into the explosive flame. There comes the death from above. Big booty turtle coming down to be able to get that first stock.
Yeah, about time, you know, about time, because for the longest, D was evading absolutely everything and using the distance very well, but not being afraid of actually getting up close and personal at Orga as well, as we are seeing right now. And he's just letting off that Bowser off the horns and went finishing, got the kill, and got that last one as well. Man, D is impressive indeed.
Yeah, and now you have to start asking your question as far as like a counter pick stage is concerned. Maybe you go for an entire different character swap, because for those first 2 stocks, and realistically even for like that last little bit that we saw right there, just combo food constantly for Palutena. I mean, like in between all the nairs, explosive flames, just being able to get the falling forward airs into neutral attacks, like Bowser doesn't have a whole lot of options against that besides just like falling fairs and just being able to create some spacing as well. Just kind of like a big, thicker Mario, but with like, you know, with like a shell. So going to be interesting to be able to see what the potential is going to be for Orga. Again, this very much so might be last life territory when it comes down to the Hough Huskies, as they still find themselves down 0-1, not only in this set, but in the entire series.
Yeah, and Orga, I mean, it wasn't the worst beating that we have seen, but it wasn't close. It wasn't close by any means. So D doing very good. Orga actually goes with the Bowser, and D decides to go with Isabel. So a very tiny character against like a huge mastodon here. This shouldn't be fair, but being D, I don't know. I mean, I'm just watching right now.
I have a soft spot for Isabel.
Okay.
I love Animal Crossing, man. And when Isabel finally got announced that they were going to be a character in Smash, oh, I love it. It's still not as good as Villager, but definitely a lot cuter. And Tom Nook's books do not correct themselves. Isabel is a goddamn saint. 160% though, a lot of different tricks in the back pocket. How about a little bit of a fishing rod to eat that turtle right up into the air. Wow. Forward smash, got a little bit of a party favor. Playing first stock for D.
It seems that D is even better with Isabel than before. I mean, hard to believe, but yeah, it's looking that way. By the way, I mean, some comments that doesn't have to do anything with the match, but I love that they're using Isabel and we are on the Animal Crossing stage as well. Yeah, so.
Gotta appreciate the talent, Cindy, coming through immediately. Look at all those You got some pear trees up over on the left, orange trees through the middle of the map. D just lost that first stock. So realistically, with the 73% that Orga does have, it's just about an even game, honestly. That's a big turtle.
Should be. Should be. But,
oh gosh.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Good ways, good patience by D.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I mean, how hard it is to hit that Isabel as a small hitbox character?
Oh, not hard at all.
No? Okay.
Not hard at all. So you see like the little bun on top of like Isabel's forehead? That's still technically part of the hurt box. So it's not very hard. Some of the forward tilts, depending on the way that you kind of like tilt it with your C-stick as Bowser, might not be able to get connected, but I don't know if you have to be worried about that. You just have to be worried about the constant little traps that's being set underneath the ground by D. 95% potential last stock territory. D. Fishing? Traps? Ablazing?
Oh.
Big net. That certainly wasn't a butterfly inside of that net. Yeah, no, you're dead.
Gotta love how you go with something as cute as Animal Crossing into something as diabolical as this Isabel here, doing a lot of damage.
There's only death behind those cute eyes.
Exactly.
that is not a real and legitimate cute smile. No, there's death behind those eyes.
But it's hitting you with a fishing rod, you know, with a blanket and stuff like that, and then out of nowhere, you know, Maisel going up.
And then she's going to go back to the main office, and she's just going to organize Tom Nook's books. Is that how it is?
That was a quick one. Another 2-0 here for, you know, ourselves. It's been 2-0 galore so far, you know. We did the first 3 matches, and we're not gonna stop now because we've been taking a lot of breaks. So we are just gonna get it into the next matchup, which is gonna be the Butler Bulldogs having another chance this time around against the Miranka Middle College. So that's gonna be the next one that we're here. Do you have anything? I don't think you have anything right on these schools.
For Mecklenburg Middle, no. So this is the first time that we have seen them, but the Butler Bulldogs we did see earlier today, and that was like the DLC plus DK combination that we got versus the Garinger Wildcats. I will say this much, though. It is unfortunate because the Butler Bulldogs, the reason why we're able to hop into this this best of 3 is because it was ready immediately because they were waiting for players just to join the lobby, and it's already going to be a forfeit for Americanas Middle. So we're going to have ourselves maybe 2 more games. I mean, it depends on what could potentially be done. But the Butler Bulldogs, because they didn't actually have to play that first 2, they could just get the run back with both 45 times 21 and Yuta. So potential for us to see the Piranha Plant DK combination or the Banjo DK combination.
Well, that will be hopeful, you know, for them because you know, already losing that one. But they look strong. Yeah, they look pretty well before. So let's see what's the pickup here on the first or actually the second match, the second round that we're gonna have see these 2 schools. And okay, so
Foxy Wyvern is a crazy name.
Well, we actually got, you know, 45 back into the action, and you know, we have seen this guy. We have seen how strong he is or she. So let's see how it goes against Foxy.
Oh, good spacing. 5x21 for the Bylor. I mean, that is just so annoying. Just the spacing continue. You see what? This is the. I'm gonna go on a little tangent here as a brawler player.
Go ahead.
Look at the spacing sorties have. Like, how is this fair? Like, how is the Sheik supposed to find their way in? Albeit Foxy Wyvern is at least keeping it close, but we'll say that this much. A Sheik comparatively to a Byleth, you feel like should just be going towards one way. A wayward up special for 45x21 creates an opportunity for Foxy Wyvern, but these 2 characters getting very close to kill percentage.
Well, I mean, that's what you want with a Sheik, right? You want to be like really close and good in the combos. I mean, again, I'm not a Sheik expert, but that's what I have seen. That's what people tell me on the internet. So I will be expecting that kind of playstyle of that Foxy Wyvern. I can use the speed a little bit more and maybe get behind 45 as much as he can. And actually, you know, Foxy starts really well. You know, he was the one, I mean, doing the damage against 45, but then 45 found the spacing and he's been able to do a lot better since. So getting the first stock and now, you know, pretty even. Actually pretty even matchup so far.
gotta get this first stock if you're Foxy. And the problem with that is your place. Your main kill move is typically the up smash, but a forward smash for 45x21 is going to be good to find the second. Last stock potentially here as far as this first game is concerned. Foxy Wyvern has to almost do the impossible, but just miss input coming through. Another opportunity for 45x21. No, the smoke bomb will at least connect. Going to create some separation. 110% now for 45.
By the way, I said before that it was looking even. It's not looking even by any means right now. It's looking bad for Foxy Wyvern.
Yeah, it is.
Not being able to do damage. Because I understand the part where it is hard for Cheek to get the KO, but it should be better for Cheek to actually, you know, land the hits and get some damage done. But that was not the case whatsoever. And then, you know, falling down off the edge and not being able to get back in. That's going to be an easy win for 45. Again, not that surprises us at all because we have seen 45 before and it looks strong.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty interesting, too. So, like, that would technically be the third character that we have seen from 45x21. Play the Piranha Plant, then to the DK earlier, now showing the Byleth as well. It's a lot of Byleth actually being played on this Thursday evening, which... if I'm being candid with you, that character is not good comparatively to a few other sorts. Well, specifically Pyra and Mithra, but hey, what do I know? I'm just an old man that plays Mario. So at the end of the day, you're going to have to do, again, the unthinkable, like what we were talking about through a lot of these different games, that you now have to reverse sweep, and it starts with this game here. You have to win 2 in a row if you're Foxy Wyvern, force for a Game 3, and let's go! 45x21, this is the first Mario that we've gotten on the Smash stream. I'm hyped, baby, come on!
By the way, the fourth character that we have seen from 45. So,
I'm here for it.
Is that a good thing, or is it? Are you showing up too much, or are you keeping things interesting?
Well, it's mostly just being able to show the flexibility, because the thing about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is that you have, I think, like the numbers somewhere near about like 76, almost 80 different types of matchups given all the different characters. Yeah. And every single character is good for a lot of different matchups. This one in particular, because it is a brawl type of style, Mario's not bad. Obviously, Byleth would be better because you do have the spacing for the sword, big knock-in from the up smash, going to be able to at least get Foxy Wyvern to the blast zone, but here on FD, I don't hate it whatsoever. Just it's a square up if I've ever seen it. Nice little dash attack to the down smash. That's a good kill confirmation off some bad DI from Foxy Wyvern.
Hey, right now 45 knows how Foxy plays, and he decided to go all in. You know, it's like you're not gonna show me anything new, so I'm just gonna use this character right now, and I'm gonna make it work. Oh my God, that was a great counter if I ever seen one. And you know, and the combo to follow it up as well. So Foxy Wyvern not being able to hit anything. I mean, it's trying, it's definitely trying, but right now Mario just showing why he is the one, the face of Nintendo.
Back air after back air. You got the forward air, just dunking on him. The back air as well. 2 big shoes. Could have actually gotten him back to the stage if you are Foxy Wyvern, but just electing to fall to their death. I mean, 45x21 is just moving. Like, the neutral is fantastic. Up throw, down special, little up air just to get the separation again, falling nair, able to get the jab, not going for the reset, though, and this is just absolutely spectacular. A little bit of a misinput there, but, I mean, realistically, it is your game to lose. Down throw, up air, nair, it is just spectacular Mario gameplay.
I thought that grab could have been the deal breaker. I mean, the seal on the match. It wasn't the case, but still, you know, Mario only at 90%. I mean, only 90% on all 3 stocks, just doing fantastic on the damage.
I want to do it.
Oh, couldn't get it.
Wants to get him off stage from the forward air. You can get that sweet spot. Come on, do it. Back air? No. He wants a reverse dunk, too. Like, that's egregious, for one. Back air, not going to be enough percentage to get the elimination, but that is a really good kill option for Mario. Jab, back off stage, 156%. Forward tilt's not going to be good enough as well. Looking forward again. A little bit of a soft hit off of the recovery. Trying to at least get the super cape. Not going to be able to deflect the smoke bomb in time. Good recovery back to the stage. Nair. Up to 171%. He's just fishing for it. He saved his life. He saved Foxy Wyvern's life. Then the down smash is going to confirm it. He's like, no, you die on my terms. A little bit of a breakdance move to seal the deal. 45-21 has my heart.
Man, okay, that's it. 45, I think he's been one of the fan favorites here on the desk so far.
Yeah. I mean, the Piranha Plant, like, I don't care for the Piranha Plant. I think that character is mass cheese. But the DK and then the Mario as well, like, he's playing original characters out here. Like, that's dope.
And the thing I was asking you is, you're choosing a lot of different characters, and I know you want to have a variety because that gives you good matchups eventually. And some people, they know only one or maybe two characters at tops. So having all that variety is good. But at the same time, you're showing people going into playoffs next week that you can use all of them. So is that a good thing? Because now you don't have any secrets out there.
I think for that purpose, like, it's actually better to kind of like Shroud, like, you don't know what I'm going to play, so you have to pick your character. I'll pick last, and whatever character you pick, I'm going to feel out to be the best possible outcome for me to feel comfortable going into this matchup. I think that's a really good
mind game.
Exactly. That's how it does kind of feel, especially when you have like somewhere near like 100 different matchups as well. But Mario all day, good against everybody. That's a lie. You get one good sortie, and that spacing becomes pretty damning. So that's going to do it for our first 4 games right here, almost 2-0 across the column. But hey, Butler Bulldogs got to break up that mold. They're going to be able to get 2 different 2-0s, one versus the Garinger Wildcats you see at the top, and the one versus MMC down low. Audrey Kell Knights able to get the 2-0 over the Sabres from South Mech, and then the Hough Huskies will lose 0-2 to the Trojans out of Olympic High School. Not the only matches that we have on the docket. We still have 3 left. The Pumas out of Palisades going to be going up against the Butler Bulldogs again. A little bit of a three-peat. More Mario, perhaps. Maybe. We're also got the early college coming back into play as well. CEEC going up against Myers Park, the Mustangs. And then everybody's favorite going up against JT Williams, going up against which I believe should actually be CEEC, not the North Mech Vikings. That'll be the last 3 best of 3s that we have on our docket. But, hey, we still get another Butler Bulldog, so maybe some more Mario.
We're not getting tired of the Bulldogs.
I'm not. No, I want more of it.
More of it. Show us 2 more characters. Why not? So, yeah, we're getting into it after this short break, and we shall be back then for more action here on this.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to this beautiful Thursday night here in Charlotte, North Kakalaki. We got ourselves some more VESL action, some CMS to be specific. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, we are already 4 matches deep. We still have 3 more left on the docket. My name is Proper. Joining with me is Chamako because Tumbleweed sucks.
Wow.
So here we go. We are ready to get into some more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but it's been fun so far.
It's been fun. It's been fun watching Bulldogs over and over and over. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating facts. I've been watching them a lot, and it's been fun. So, I mean, win-win, I guess, kind of. Better than watching a team that is not fun.
I almost like it's like kind of like watching just like people going up and like seeing how soft they could slap each other sometimes. How bad Super Smash Bros. Ultimate can be. So, our next matchup is going to be. What did I say? What it was? It was going to be Palisades Pumas versus Mallard Creek. I believe that was actually from last. Yeah. So it's all right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into this bad boy. Palisades going up against Mallard Creek High School. This is 2 different high schools for Super Smash Bros. In particular that we have actually seen. Palisades Pumas in particular actually ended up playing Sheik. We had John come in and play Rob as well as Ken. And then Smarty rounded out playing a Mii Gunner, like a really mean Mii Gunner. So, gonna have to see what they decide to do. Crown is back. Suerte is in for Mallard Creek High School coming out on this Joker. This is gonna be a very fast action matchup here.
Hopefully it is a very fast matchup, and hopefully we don't have the same issues that we're watching with Cheek before, which not being able to land any combos and not being able to get the finish blocks off the opponent. So right now, Crown has been the one hurting Suerte a little bit more. Still even, the speed of these two characters is undeniable, and they're trying to use it to their best. So even when you want it to be like very up close with the Cheek, Suerte is finding a way to get a little bit farther. Not using the projectiles and hitting very much. I mean, it's trying to, but not being able to actually get them on target.
Pretty even matchup. But Big Brother is coming out to play. That's going to be the Arsene. Primed and ready. Oh, nice little down tick. Tip going to be able to get the 2-frame. Forward tilt as well to at least get the ground and pound. And I will say this much. I mean, the cojones out of Crown just to constantly chow while Arsene is out is something that a lot of players here at this level are very afraid to do. Suerte very, very close to that blast, so going to hold on to this last stock for now, or this first stock for now.
Yeah, definitely the Crown is being, a bit better than Sheik that we were watching before, and I like it. I mean, getting the first stock out of Suerte, not a lot of luck on that one for Suerte. Not indeed. Trying to catch Crown off the edge and getting a bit of damage. And I mean, all damage that you do here add up. So I'm not mad, even if it's a little bit of a lot. You want to go for those situations. Good combos now from Crown, and Suerte not being able to land on his fade, which is very unfortunate. I mean, as long as Crown can have a Suerte up on the air, that's a good time for him.
So funnily enough, going back and looking at all the stats that I have, Mallard Creek, the last time they're actually on our screen, lost to Charlotte Engineering Early College, CEC, in an 0-2 fashion. Suerte playing that Joker through all of their games as well. I believe was only able to take at least one. It did go the distance going up against Chupandy out of CEC, but it's a different level of nonsense. Dragged down up air coming different Crown. This guy is schmovin'. It is up to 150%. I promise you, Sheik is not a heavy character, but Crown made it look like one.
Yeah, it's weird to actually see Sheik, holding strong for that block. And, the thing is that he's not being shy by any means. He's 150, and yes, I'm gonna stay on your face, and hit me if you're lucky. If you get the Suerte by any means, you can kind of hit me. But yeah, it's proving to be very difficult right now. Suerte is, throwing everything at it that he can from afar, not from too close. But it's not being able to connect.
Arsene back out to play. Forward air is going to be the trade. Not going to be able to connect there onto the side special. Again, it's lingering, but Crown is just dancing around all these different hurt boxes that Suerte is throwing out. Recovery should be good. Nice little spot dodge to come through, and finally, I mean, it came off of a forward tilt, but like, that stock should have been taken quite some time ago. Now Arsene's gone. You're up to 139%. Big Brother's not going to be here to help you out.
And the thing is, you got the stock, but you're 140.
Yeah,
right?
at what cost, right?
Yeah, so it's they sneeze on you, you're out. Hopefully, I mean that hasn't been the case. Being able to catch a few hits and not get blown out of the platform and get the kill. But yeah, it took Swertey way too long, and now being able to get some damage on ground, which is always very useful. Trying to use that guard as best as you can, but you can just hold on for that much time.
I was gonna say this much, like at least like maybe one hit from like any other character, but like Sheik doesn't really have all that kill percentage. But what they do have is combos, only 30%, but that was sick. Back air is going to send Swertey back off the stage. Here comes Arsene. Mini Battlefield, by the way, so like you gotta feel that one good drag down combo for an up smash. Might just claim this last stock, though. Swertey's still working to be able to even stocks up. Up smash will get Crown up towards the upper blast zone, but still alive here on the second stock.
Oh, okay. Swertey.
One on the counter.
Wasn't being very lucky on that one. He was jump back and trying to finally use Joker the way you were mentioning before, right? Forcing that edge guard, making it as hard as possible on the ground, but trying to find a way to get back into it. And now time is ticking here. Time is ticking for Swertey.
Oh! That one little counter to be able to get the Arsene bar earlier actually just paid off, so that way Swertey can get the Arsene back out to play. But just look at the egregious challenges. Red Sparks not going to get the elimination, trying to recover high, still able to at least touch the ledge. Crown is just dancing around Swertey, and this Arsene is about to run out, trying to desperately hit some buttons, trying to get this second stock off of Crown. Back air again from Crown. It's going to send him packing. A little bit of a ledge battle coming through. Arsene is gone. 146, trying to get them back off stage. Just one good smash attack. That's all Crown needs. And this will be the stock, or even one good edge guard. Swertey has had little to no answer.
I feel like Sheik is so an annoying character. Okay, Swertey can get in that one. If he's able to,
there it is.
To avoid
Forward
that.
smash, sure.
Yeah, to avoid that. And I was saying that Sheik to me is such an annoying character because it's like in your face the whole time and it's hitting you. It's not knocking you off and not getting a stock, but it's still dude, let me breathe for a little bit here.
No, that's the entire vendetta. And that's what you do have to do when you are playing on Sheik. Like these melee-esque characters, like Fox is also in the same boat as well. Yep. Even Yoshi as well. Like you have to just overly oppress your opponent, so that way every single time that they hit buttons, you're constantly throwing out options that I'm going to constantly tag you. Again, typically in a lot of different matchups here in Smash Ultimate, when you reach that such a high percentage, a lot of characters do have those kill moves, but Sheik doesn't. It's just more annoying than it is anything. It's just like, man, I just can't get past your guard right now, man. And that's absolutely the case for Swertey. So gonna have to reverse sweep here in this best of 3. Any character swaps? Played Joker all the way through the last time we had them on stream.
Yep.
It's gonna be the case.
Ooh,
Crown.
Sonic.
I mean, speaking of a character that doesn't have any kill moves whatsoever, but is a lot faster.
Yeah.
And that's not a pun because it is Sonic. It's just simple facts.
It is what it is, and it's Sonic. So yeah. By the way, I need someone that actually played the games and let me know. Sonic, when I was looking into it, it was like a high-tier character. So you're mentioning now it doesn't have the KO move, but still.
The reason why Sonic is highly regarded to be a high-tier character is because there's actually a pro player named Sonix, ending in an X instead of a C. I've been playing Sonic ever since the character actually came into Smash. I want to say back in Smash Brawl, maybe 4, but semantics. This character just has a lot of good options, mostly just around like the side B, just constant setups, getting you up to high kill percentage. This is a character that can kill you off the top just off really good combos. They're off the up throw. Again, you have to find a way to land versus Sonic, and those falling guns are going to be Swertey's best option to make sure that they can land with 2 feet on the ground.
But what I heard is that it is a great character, but at the same time, it's being hyped more than it is because of that person that actually plays the character very well.
Correct.
Okay. I mean, makes sense.
It's like this character's ceiling is very high because Sonic is like showing that you can hit these combos, but like these combos are very, very niche, and the timing and framing is even tighter.
You gotta be a psycho and play the character.
Yeah, you gotta be cracked. You see right there, it's just like the side B roll up into a forward air as well. Like that's a really good kill move, and because you're already up past 70%, it's going to work against a lighter character like Joker.
Well, so far it's working. Only 43% here for Crown and Joker. Again, I mean, having the same issue as before. And I was saying Joker is kind of speedy. I mean, he should be able to get up close and personal and hit you a few times, but that's not been the case by any means for Suerte. He is not been able to do any damage at all. We saw it against Cheek, and now against Sonic. It's been proven to be a lot of work for him to close the distance and get the damage.
Arsene out, and it's like you said, Marco. It's just that one hit. Like you need to start throwing out options for Suerte. Back airs, leaning in with some forward airs, leaning in with some Agons. You saw right there, but Crown is just speedy, able to get right underneath all of these abilities and all these different projectiles. Again, catching options before they're even thrown out. Not only a lead as far as percentage is concerned, but for stacks, this is a very scary spot to be if you are Suerte. Can't even touch the ground. Not only able to utilize that aerial dodge just to be able to get back to the ground. Your one saving grace here if you are Suerte is that Arsene bar will charge faster. You are down as far as this game is concerned. The higher percentage that you have, Arsene will be charged faster, and there it comes.
But again, if you can't hit the opponent,
exactly,
it doesn't give you any boost or no buffs in that sense. So yeah, Crowd has been great at using the the ball, and just making it a lot, because it's sometimes like you think it's gonna be attacking that way, and then you think it's gonna go fall back and use it once more, but no, he is actually doing something else. So it's like a bait kind of tactic from ground, and Suerte, I mean 150 almost right now. It's that territory where you get a light hit and you might be in danger. So they keep going at it, and Crowdfund hasn't stopped moving at all. I mean, but it's side to side on the platform, going up high or low, and he killed himself.
Yep.
Good.
A little bit of a self-destruct though. Gonna be looking for that forward smash, not able to get it, but again, it's such a high percent. Able to at least get the side special into a fair, and that's more than enough for Crown to be able to get that second stock. So last stock potentially here in week number 3 for Suerte. Crown just trying to get any sort of chip damage whatsoever. Worked out for the past 2 stocks. Why not the third?
And this is reason repeat. It's the same, we have seen that same thing over and over and over. And Suerte is trying to hunt Sonic, but no luck at all. I mean, there's no way he can close the distance. Every single time that distance is closed is because Crown is actually going for the attack, but not because Suerte is actually being able to close the gap against Sonic.
Feels like Suerte doesn't know what options are available from Joker to be able to catch Crown off guard. A lot of these are nairs that you see just like fishing out for like some fast falling back air. Sonic is just too short, just too fast, so get underneath those hurt boxes very, very quickly. Side Bs into fairs. It's a very real win condition. I mean, and just as quick as Arsene did come out there for Suerte, it will vanish once again. Percentage advantage here for Crown. Looking to get the potential elimination. Nice little Aegon. So at least get some spacing, but the chase isn't there. The burn damage at least gets Crowned up to 84.1%, but just quite literally dancing around Suerte's options back off the stage again. Has to go for a ledge grab just to get back towards the stage itself. And I really do appreciate that. Look, Crown is just throwing out buttons. Just throw down a couple of counters, get Arsene back out into play.
By the way, did I see Crown throw a trampoline off the edge?
Yeah, it's a springboard, yeah.
Why is that? I mean,
that's the recovery.
Okay.
And it does actually have a hurt box, yeah.
But it's for him, not for Suerte.
So if it lands, a trade of a back air, Crown's gonna take this. But just so you and everybody else knows, so like when Sonic, if you didn't play on Sega, Sonic, typically being a side scroller, just like jumping across, running through the fields at the speed of sound. He'll typically like jump and like hit these springboards. That's his recovery. So when that comes down into play, if it lands on the stage, you can use it as the enemy player. But the reason why you'll see a lot of Sonic players just throw it off as an option is because it does have a hurt box, and it'll get like a little bit of like a dud hit. So it'll actually like take your jump away, or it'll throw off your recovery. So yeah, it's just another one of those cheeky options again. Like that makes Sonic just so annoying. So that's going to be the first one going over towards Palisades. Pumas will strike first. Next two players up next.
Yeah, let's check it out. Let's see who are the picks here for this next matchup and see who are the players.
Let's go.
Let's go for whom? Okay, you're excited about Sora? Okay, let's go.
So, just to give you a quick lesson from me, Kingdom Hearts is probably my favorite single-player game of all time, ever created. Funnily enough, I once actually gave up an entire summer vacation because Kingdom Hearts 2 was just freshly released for the PlayStation 2. That's a true story, by the way. You can fact check me. I will get all of my siblings to tell you that it's very true. That I for a week straight, all I did was just 100% Kingdom Hearts 2. I love this character. Very difficult to pull off though, especially versus Bowser that has a lot of different options, but Ink's doing a very good job of just trying to work the spacing. Again, for all intents and purposes, Sora technically is a sortie, so the space advantage will be there.
Okay, I got two questions right now.
Yeah.
The first one is about the skin that we're saying from Sora.
Okay.
You know, like the eyes. That's the main thing.
So the thing about like the skin, so there was a world in Kingdom Hearts 2 that allowed you to go through like the cornerstone of Disney Castle when you went to go rescue Queen Minnie from some thorns that the darkness put in there. And it brought you back in time, back to like the old like steamboat like kind of show where like Mickey was like taking over the steamboat from Boat Captain Pete. That's where this skin is from.
Gotcha. Second question. You can't change the order of the magic, right?
The magic always goes in the same order. So it'll always go Fire, Thunder, Blizzard. And you won't be able to have that option, kind of like how you have the ability command prompt as hero. You don't have that option when it comes down to Sora. So that's where you'll always see like Sora, especially when they first came out, and a lot of players like Tweak, the pro player, was playing Sora, manipulate that to always have like a Thunder available, Fire if you go off stage. Actually saw Ink will finally lose their first stock. Use that Fire to kind of propel yourself closer to the stage.
Gotcha. But the thing is that the opponents also know that what you have available, so you can be prepared for that one. And that's kind of I mean, yes, you know exactly the moves from every character, so it's not like a really bad thing. But at the same time, you know, you're not gonna get him off guard saying, well, I mean, I'm gonna hit you with a Thunder when I have a Blizzaga ready. That's not gonna be the case. So that's my only issue right now with Sora. But you know, so far Ink doing very well against Bowser, against 260. So I mean, hitting him off guard. I mean, he was able to get the back off Bowser and then get that another stun off that KO. And the combos are good. I mean, he's been able to hit him off from the bottom and then put Bowser in the air and keep hitting him on the air. So right now, I mean, Ink looking strong, so strong.
Down throw into the jab to the forward smash. Bang! 2 stock there for Ink. And funnily enough, again, just as we're having a full learning experience just about this character for Sora, those eyes are just... I don't know what has more depth behind eyes. It probably Isabelle trumps Sora, but like those black and white eyes are just hellacious. Regardless, like for Sora, as you saw right there, when you hit like the jab button, which is just the A button on the GameCube controller, or I guess like, even for the Pro controller for the Switch, it has an auto tracking. So if you hit the first, you automatically track for the next 2 hits, and it sets up for so many good moves. As you saw, like the drag down up to the platform to the forward smash. Just absolutely lovely. Ink, last time that we saw them play for Palisades, played Diddy Kong and Captain Falcon. So this would be the 3rd character that we have seen now out of them. And if I'm being candid with them, is not even the strongest out of the 3. Like
really?
Diddy Kong's definitely like the highest tier. And make it a 4th, sure.
Roy. Okay.
Roy's our boy.
So he is over there, up there with 45 then, basically. You know, in the...
Yeah, but 45 still wins because he played my man.
Well, I'm going with, you know, variety.
Oh, yeah.
Up there in variety.
Yeah.
Which again, you know, next week is playoffs, so we're going to be having what is it? They're going to qualify for regionals and everything else, and you know, if you're starting, if you're one of the players and you're trying to check out, okay, so how do I play against X or Y? Because you're going to have the bracket and you know who's going to be your first opponent. Whoever plays against this person, I mean, assuming that they actually make it, to. Oh no, I mean, yeah, top 8 makes it to the playoffs,
Top 8, yeah.
and they are. They should be there. So you're gonna have to go back and watch a lot of replays and see how they actually perform with every single character. So you gotta make your assignment.
We'll have to see. Again, playoffs happening next week. We'll have to let the admins do their jobs because our jobs here is to not do math. We're just here to watch some really good Smash Bros. Action, honestly speaking. I'm looking forward to playoffs. A couple of these schools do go up against each other. Ink, though, from coast to coast, able to get up towards the right-hand platform here on Mini Battlefield. Gonna lose that first stock. I mean, with Ink going over towards this Roy rather than the Sora, you do technically get more reach as the up special will finally get that first stock. Nice little sequence coming through from Ha, but the thing about Roy, comparatively to other swordies, like say like a Marth, is their Tibber, their specialary hit, is actually closer towards the hilt of the sword. It's not actually towards the edge, which you would think would actually be the sharper part of the sword, but not the case for it.
Well, I mean, it might be the sharpest part, but it could be like a Hitogiri Batusak,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It doesn't matter the edge. It's like, I'm going to hit you with whatever. That's it. So, okay, there we go. Again, Ha, 260 in a very dire situation right now. Trying to survive, not getting that second stock out of his arsenal, out of the... I forgot the word I was looking for, but it doesn't matter. The pocket, and he's gonna lose it. He's gonna. There's no way he's getting back from that one. He went into one.
Yeah, maybe thought that they already threw that option, but did not, in fact, throw out that recovery. Good couple nairs coming through here from Ink. Nice down throw into the up air fair. I mean, you can tell that this guy knows ball. Like Ink is just hitting options down from the nair to the forward tilt, the little jab. Actually going to be able to get out of shield as well. So many good out of shield options for these characters that Ink is picking.
I'm sorry, my mind right now is just trying to figure out what is a 200 millimeters. That's the only thing I'm looking. But,
so think like like a pencil, how like you have like a number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
It's 2 millimeters, but like imagine that with 200 millimeters. It's like a big pencil.
It is huge. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Anyways, because the thing right now, Bowser finally getting some damage off, and he's gonna actually get that second stock off Ink. If he hits a Hail Mary, he might be able to get this one. But it's so much damage already.
Got to get back towards the stage. Option to go high. Ink misses. The wrong side. Little drop kick action. Up to 43%. And here's the thing about Bowser. Up to full rage, though. Landing on a shield, not going to be a good option whatsoever with the dare. Nice little nair coming through from Ink. Going to reset towards center stage. Trying to bait out the fast fall there from Hough, who is just dodging back and forth. Just not going to be a good option whatsoever versus a player like Roy, and Ink will take it. It got down to the wire there at the very end. Palisades Puma is going to take this best of 3 in a 2-0 fashion.
Man, I mean, Bowser was doing good up until that edge. He decided to just get into the platform as soon as he can, and Roy was waiting for it. It didn't give Roy any surprise whatsoever. I think maybe wait for it a little bit longer. I mean, hindsight, it's 2020, right?
Correct.
So it's very easy for me to be saying this right now, but I had faith. I just wanted that Bowser to make it a little bit more competitive. It wasn't the case.
Nope, not going to be the case at all. So Palisades Pumas will then extend their record here with this 2-0 win today. Ink throwing out a lot of different options. Same thing for Crown, switching from the Sheik all the way to Sonic. So Palisades Pumas 2-0 win over the MC Mavericks. We then go over towards CEEC versus Myers Parks in the Mustangs for our penultimate match of the night. And then to close things out, CEEC will close out their doubleheader versus JT Williams, seemingly a crowd favorite here as far as the CMS League is concerned here for VESL. So that's going to do it, at least for our opening first few matches. But do not go anywhere because we still have 2 bangers right on the other side of this break. It's a Thirsty Thursday evening here for some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We'll be right back.
And 2 more matches. That's all we have tonight. But I mean, they better be good ones because we're having so much fun tonight. It is CEEC against Myers Park Mustangs. I'm still Chamaco. I'm still here with Proper. So we're gonna be, going into the action very soon. Again, you have the notebook, you have all the details, you have all the information. I think that notebook is as valuable as maybe a comedian's notebook at this point.
It really is.
Do you have anything here for these 2 schools?
Yeah, so as far as CEEC is concerned, we have seen them play before versus Mallard Creek, funnily enough. Chupandi was on screen once and also twice, showed a lot of different characters. One was the Kazuya Joker, went back to Kazuya, and then also showed a Wario as well, excuse me. As far as Myers Park are concerned, we have seen a Pokemon trader out of Bonk, and then Pasta played Sora. So very, very wide variety of characters.
Actually, I like how you say Kazuya because that's how I say it most of the time. But
That's how it's pronounced.
Some people say Kazuya.
No, that's no.
So I don't know. But
speaking of that,
we're going with Kazuya. Then that's fine. In King K.
That's a big body fight. I'm not gonna lie, Chupani might not have a fun time because Kazuya definitely has a very good option when it comes down to keeping this big alligator trapped. Oh my, the drag down and gets back to the stage. We'll be seeing you.
I remember Pickamer. From the regionals last season. Yeah, I was going to say last year, but that's actually, this year it happened. So from last season, and I think Pickamer made it all the way. Not even, maybe regionals or states. Which one was it? I wasn't sure. So we'll see now. Pandy, not so sure about it. If this is a character I remember. I mean, a player, not a character that I remember. But I love Kazuya. I love that, the heavy hands that he has. And can hit you from almost anywhere. And in that situations when you go off the edge, if you're still quite high, you can get hit by the laser beam and do a lot of damage as well. Oh, okay.
A little bit of a self-destruct coming through for Picamare. So gonna have to try to rectify this situation because Picamare still actually has themselves a lead. Strupani's trying to find the options. Nice little jab to the up tilt. Not going to be able to get the elimination, not off the up special. Good recovery off of the 2-frame through the ledge, but there it is. Just an up special out of shield. Very good option there for Kazuya. Going to be able to have a 1-stock lead once again.
Yeah, every single time that you are up high, and when I say high, I mean it could be like 70%. That's almost KO territory for Kazuya. And again, we're 78. It was just a second ago that Handy had almost full life and full health, and right now just getting to the 100. It's the beauty of the Kazuya. Whenever he hits, he actually makes a lot of damage. But Hough being able to get some of his own and with great recovery. And this could be it.
That's full Devil Boy right there. And it's like I was saying, I mean, like King K. Rool, like when King K. Rool got announced for like coming into Smash Ultimate, everybody was hyped. Sometimes I still go back and I watch that video just to feel a little something on the inside, but like it's just it's a big body character that's just not going to be good versus a character that has a lot of different combos. And hey, who would have thought a character coming from another fighting game like Kazuya does, would be very good at fighting for a lot of different combos. Plus, he's a heavy hitter. Plus, he's just a heavy in general. So, yeah, well done by Picamare to be able to take that in a 2-0 fashion.
Yeah, for me, it's one of those characters that I always enjoy watching. I'm talking about the Kazuya, where, in good hands. Obviously, I mean, any character in good hands is really good, but the way that he can actually hit you and go for the KO very quickly, that's a fun part to me. And, hey, Sephiroth.
What's the song choice? This is very important here.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a Wung Lee Angel, I'd be here for it. All right, hey, Bubblegum KK is just perfectly fine with me as we're going to stay here on Smashville, so that's perfectly fine. Again, I love Animal Crossing. It just feels really weird to see a Final Fantasy VII character just kind of brawl out here versus a King K. Rool in an Animal Crossing world. So, yeah, whatever floats your boat.
Picamare, again, I remember this character. I remember watching probably not the Kazuya and Sephiroth. So not surprised in this situation. When we get there to the final, to states finals, playoffs. So we're gonna be watching some of these more higher tier characters, the picks. So I'm not surprised about this one, and I'm not surprised that Pikamer is doing so well right now against Kuban.
Again, if you thought that the Kazuya was going to be very, very good as far as setting up combos versus Japandi King K. Rool, Sephiroth's sword is about 8 feet long. Maybe about that. I mean, like, look at that. You're not, like, for one, almost able to get the sword frame. But there it is. Yeah, again, the sword going all the way through the stage. A little bit of a down air going to confirm that first stock, but that sword is pretty good. Got to be able to get the darkness timer there, trying to shield against it. That shield was down to a tic-tac size, but Japandi will not get that shield broken.
Love how much Sephiroth can control the action here. You know, even on the edge, he's like, you're not safe there. You're not safe. You gotta find a way to get out of there because Pikamer is gonna try to hunt you down regardless. And those charge attacks, pack up a lot of damage, but also allow Pikamer or Sephiroth, better say, to move from one side to the other of the stage very quickly. There's gonna be another one. I mean, the block that is to disrespect here on that play because it was a block and counter at the same time. And finally, Pikamer losing one stock. Well, I mean, King K, you gotta pick up the pace here.
Needed so much more. There you go, down throw, dash attack, gonna be some good confirmation, up to 41% now off of the fair. Jabs, gonna be good. Nice little shield will at least block the projectile, but back throw into a back air. Soft hit though, not gonna be a Tibber hit. Oh, he's fishing for it. He wants it. Chasing him up top though. Constantly getting hit with these up specials are Pikamer, but semantics. It is still 2 stocks to 1 on a potential last stock territory off the top. That had to have been bad DI, but Japandi and King K. Rool gonna come smashing through the mayor's office, and somebody call D because Isabel's gonna have to explain that to Tom Nook.
So first one for Pikamer, made it look easy. I didn't expect anything else. That's basically what I was expecting from that one. Again, I don't know that much, but there's a few names. There's a few names that I remember very clearly from last season, and Pikamer was one of those, and didn't disappoint, by any means.
Yep. So now that's going to at least be the first set. So we still have at least one more, if not potential for 2 more sets to come through. Potential for 2 more players as well. So as far as Myers Park are concerned, you still have a lot of different options at your disposal. So that's the first time that we have seen Pikamer actually play. Last time it was both Bonk and Pasta. And honestly, I'd be here for a Final Fantasy showdown if Pasta comes in to play Sora. But regardless of the matter, let's hop on in towards the second set. Both players have decided to go ahead. And CEC, again, this is going to have to be damn near impossible, you feel like. Myers Park are a very good Smash High School. So we'll have to see what the decision is. Japandi is going to be staying in. We got Bonk coming in to play the Pokemon Trainer. A 3-for-1.
I've seen the Pokemon Trainer before, but I'm not sure if it was in the hands of Bonk, to be honest with you. But it was a regional. So actually, no, not regional. It was a state level. So let's see if this was the same player that I was watching before. Pokemon Trainer, very fun character in my eyes, at least. Whenever you have that squirrel. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the way I look at it, and I might be wrong about it. But Squirrel like being quite fast, Ivy being like more of a neutral one, like a roller, and then having the charge as a heavy. Yeah. Okay, I got it. And
so like the way that I describe like Pokemon Trainer in between like the 3 Pokemon is like Squirtle's like melee, kind of like Sheik, very light, very fast. You can get some good combos, very difficult to find kills with. Charizard will just jump all the way to Smash Ultimate because he got a big body, lizard with a flame tail, and he will just get that elimination very quickly. Do take damage though with that Flare Blitz, but regardless of the matter, Ivysaur is 100% like in between like Smash 4 and Smash Brawl. This character for Pokemon Trainer has seen a certain series of nerfs. Nice little tech chase coming through from Blanc. But as far as Wario is concerned, tough. Not going to have the fight there for the recovery. Wario is very good. Wario has always had a really good neutral game when it comes down to Smash Ultimate. We've been seeing French player and Phenom, Glutony, still sticking true to the Wario. Tweak did play Wario at the beginning of the game, as well as Pokemon Trainer as well, but Wario just has a lot of good options. Most importantly, that Waft, which because this game has actually gone by super quickly, that Waft is nowhere near to being charged, but lock up to 144%. Jupandy, very close to being gaming that Waft online. Could potentially be the final elimination or the final tactic required. Dash attack, not going to get the kill. Bonk on borrowed time.
By the way, the overlay is not updated right now, but Myers Park, I think it was, had the first window, so already has one over there. So, yeah, it's interesting that Bonk decided to play it with Charizard that long, and kept going and going. For some reason, didn't decide to switch to either Ivy or Squirtle. I think maybe because he was so high on health, and correct me if I'm wrong on that one, and was using Charizard as a heavy to withstand a little bit more damage, avoiding getting the
There's
KO.
the wall. Bang.
But wow, wait, what?
Yeah, so like that's the super caveat of Wario is that he kind of has like this whole like charging mechanic. Like over time, that Waft is starting to build up, and it sounds exactly like it is. Like he's shaking a poo on you, and like the longer that it goes, is that he's gonna get a lot more blowback. Terrible pun, I know, but it's just the way that it works. And a lot more damage as well. So that's what I was saying, is if you can get that second stock by any means necessary, you're going to have that Waff online. In the last stack territory, very difficult for a Pokemon trainer to commit to anything that isn't Ivysaur. Get that middle body, and with that in mind, you're going to be able to get that knockoff with the Waft a whole lot sooner. So I do really appreciate that coming through from the Wario of CEEC in that moment to at least take that first game. Advantage for CEEC.
By the way, this is the first time tonight that we have seen a school win a round after losing the first.
That's true.
The first. So everything has been 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Yeah, and the school that wins every single round, every single matchup. So this is the first time that Jupandy was able to, avoid the curse, get off the curse, and let's see if he's able actually to get one on the board for CEEC. So Jupandy here on the right, and Bonk still with the Pokemon trainer, which I mean, it wasn't awful. He had a couple of good moments before, so I'm not mad that he decided to stay with the Pokemon trainer.
No, Pokemon Trainer is a very good character. They came actually one time back in Smash 4, or Brawl, I should say, when Pokemon Trainer first got released, that I played this character. Same thing for Ultimate. This character was busted at the beginning of Smash Ultimate's 10 years. So Razor Leaf's going to cause a certain amount of distress. Nice little shield tech coming through from Jupandy, but going to be able to get back towards the stage. Bonk no longer playing around. Down air falling back. Jupandy up to 120% there on the second stock. Trying to go for maybe a down air, but the nair is going to send the Wario back off the stage. Try to go for the dunk. A little bit of cheese, but not going to be able to get it at all. Now struggling to get back up towards the stage, but the back throw will confirm the second stock. This Wario is very much so on the edge as far as this game is concerned.
By the way, Bonk decided to get serious this time around.
Yeah, he leaned in.
No joking whatsoever. It's like, Ivy, you're the man, and let's just choose you and go for it. And that edge guard has been crazy. I mean, the amount of time that Jupandy has been trying to avoid getting hurt while getting into the platform is incredible. And you see, I mean, even falling down off the platform, you think you're ready. You think you're going to be the one hurting Ivysaur, and that's not the case. I mean, this was over super quickly.
So, it feels like that a lot of people tend to forget this about Ivysaur. So, like, that whole sequence right there, like down throw into up special, was actually nerfed, but you still have Tibber on the edge of the Vine Whip, which is also, like, technically the recovery move for Ivy. So when she decides to hit that Ivy Vine Whip, then you can actually just send enemies just flying. And at the percentage that you were for Wario, it's bad news Bernstein Bears. I will say that much. So, yeah, so it felt like that Bonk that he just kind of leaned into the chair like a little bit, like they started sniffing things. He's like, you know what? I wanted to have fun. I wanted to play Squirtle, maybe some Charizard, but you're going to make me main Ivy. We're going to play Ivy.
Okay, well, This is probably gonna be the same matchup. I don't see Shibandi switching, and nope, he didn't. So Bonk staying with the Pokemon Trainer. By the way, you have to start with Squirrel. They're like 100% of the time, right? You can't choose.
No, you can actually decide to start off with different characters. It's just a different button that you have to hit when you are actually choosing the character.
Okay.
Same thing for like the back character. Like that's technically Leaf. You can also technically play as Red. Not that that's important. Exactly, but you can actually elect to start with Ivysaur.
Okay, so because that was my question, because Bonk has to start with Squirrel and then choose,
immediately swapping.
Yeah, swapping.
You do get iframes because of it, but it'll allow your enemy to be able to act out of said iframes.
Okay. There you go. So we are tied here on the basically on this series, right? But Bonk having the upper hand by far so far in this first stock.
34% only tacked over towards Bonk's first stock. Candy trying to at least get this Ivysaur off the stage, but back throw at the ledge on mini battlefield. We'll be seeing you.
I'm telling you, I think Wario has to go back into the center of the platform and try to fight over there, because that edge, I mean, Ivy has been incredible up that edge. You know, falling down and trying to hold into it, or using it to get you off the edge and hit you hard. Everything that Ivy has been doing is on that edge, and Wario, you know, it's been having moments, and maybe I should be eating my words now, right? Maybe I shouldn't be saying anything. He actually was able to get that first stock off of Bonk.
Well, you don't necessarily have a choice as if when you do lose that stock as Ivysaur, you immediately get swapped to Charizard coming back into the next stock. But you're not wrong. As far as how this matchup is supposed to be played out, Shimako, is that Wario needs to get center stage control. Ivysaur's chances and options towards the ledge are just so good. As you're seeing, like, back throw will kill around 96%. You also have just the down throw, down air, up air combination. Forward smash as well can work as well, trying to land back on the ledge. But then you also have to start talking about, like, even if you do get back to the center stage, Razor Leaf, not to mention falling fairs, falling back airs like there is what you just saw right there. Just a lot of good options in Bonk's toolkit here as Ivysaur just to retake center stage.
And I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I haven't seen Japan try to get center stage that often. He's trying to fight on the edge a lot more than he should, or at least that's how it feels to me. So now Japan on 90-something%. This is KO territory, and you know they're switching to Charizard now, trying to get that heavy blow and get Japan out of the way, you know, and finish this game.
Trying to fish out for that down tilt, that forward down tilt, I should say. You can start to see Wario's slight little glow. That is, in fact, the Waft just chasing off stage. So now the Waft is not an option for this third and final stock. 92% for Chupandi, gonna have to do this the hard way.
Was it a good choice to actually use it there?
No, I don't like it at all, because now you don't have that kill option that we saw back in that first game.
Yep. Better try to actually get the kill over there, you know, normally, and then use it on the third one. That was not the case. Headbutt and you're out. That's it. Bonk getting serious is a beast.
That's going to be a 2-0 for Myers Park. Again, you know, CEEC just, they had something going for themselves, especially when the Wario came out to play. The King K rule, we'll just call a spade, got absolutely bopped by Picamare. So, yeah, so it's one of those things, again, like the Wario had a really good option available, and it's just like, in the heat of the moment, again, like what we were talking about, like, you know, hindsight is 20/20. Not saving the Waft for that final stock is very, very tough. And it's a decision that you do have to make in trying to get that last stock the hard way when you're already down cataclysmically percentage-wise.
But that's strategy right there. It's like you should, if you're using Wario, then that should be one of the strategies. Like, hey, let me you know, save it for a moment that I can, you know, like, get you the KO when you're not expecting it whatsoever. But when you're so close into it, like 90-something%, 100%, then try to get the KO and use the WAF afterwards.
Hey, look, we're all scholars at the end of the day. Got to be learning from those mistakes as well. But learning is only so much that you can do when it comes down to CEEC, because you have to have the immediate turnaround today, as you just lost 0-2 to Myers Park Mustangs. But you have the opportunity to do something pretty great, and that's taking down JT Williams in our final series of the day. Everything has been 2-0 so far, so maybe this is going to be the time that we finally end up seeing. I mean, we just had a series go, or a set go to stocks number 3, but are we going to be able to get a full-on series to go to a game number 3? Only time will tell. We're going to throw things to a very short break, but when we end up getting back, it will be JT Williams going up against CEEC. It is our last series of the day here for our Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Thursday. Do not go anywhere. More CMS right after this. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to some more VESL action here in studio for some CMS League. Today is our Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Thursday. My name is Proper. Join with me today is Chumako, and we have one more series on the docket for you all here today. I'm sure people are probably looking in chat. I'm not watching it, but JT Williams seems to be a very crowd favorite when it comes down to all these different matches that we have, or all these different esports, I should say. Valorant yesterday was the same thing. I'm sure Rocket League is probably the same for you all when it comes down to Fridays, but now they're going to be going up against CEEC.
Yeah, they have a really good track record. JT Williams has been great in every single esports that we have seen them. Always fighting, having multiple teams in those state championships. So this season, I expect them to be, on the contending as well. Now they are going against CEC. We saw CEC lose against Myers Park not too long ago, but it was hard fought. I mean, it wasn't like a blowout. It was close. So if they can actually manage to get a decent run right now and get a win against JT Williams, that will be huge for CEC.
That Wario is kind of schmoving. Yeah. Until it just came down to that one split decision versus Bonk, and then might have very much so been the difference in between forcing it into a set number 3, or potentially even being able to get CEC a win, because I don't know what their record is currently, but as far as JT Williams are concerned, we have seen them before. One of my favorite names ever created, at least that we have seen for high school Super Smash Bros. Is Do It For Etika. If you know, you know. Did play a lot of Kazuya. We did have Bubbles, Kikoi was also there playing the Little Mac. And, yeah, we're going to have ourselves a little bit of a mirror matchup. I'm not too sure what game we're playing anymore because it's Kazuya versus Kazuya on the screen here for Mini Battlefield.
It's Tekken. We're playing Tekken.
Yeah, we are playing Tekken.
Yeah. So the thing right now is that Japan did before, play Rule, now then play Wario, and now it's playing Kazuya. So the reason why, I'm not sure why he's going with this pick. Was Rule a good pick against Sephiroth? I don't think it was,
no.
right? And then was Wario good against Pokemon Trainer? It was okay. It was decent.
That one's actually better.
Yeah.
But you could have stopped the question at, like, is King K. Rule at all? And the answer would have been
okay, gotcha. And right now, I mean, he's doing really good against Do It For Etika. He actually manages to get that first stock of Do It For. So, looking good. Maybe this should have been the pick, from the beginning.
Yeah. Like, Kazuya has a lot of good kill moves as well. Trying to go for at least some laser beams. Not going to be the case at all. Broken back, just eat it off the stage. Not going to be enough to be able to get that stock fully charged up. Just slammed against the ground. I love the cinematics that they added in to make this still actually feel like Tekken when you do get those grabs. Be able to get the stun. Nice little combination coming through for Do It For Etika. Still on borrowed time though, and the up special will get the confirmation though. Do It For Etika up to 70% on their second.
Yeah, Do It For Etika didn't like it. He took it personally, losing that first stock, and then decided, hey, this is my thing, okay? I'm gonna hit you hard. Randy now going back into action, actually. Getting to for Etika at 127%. So, getting back into action. I like it. It's been, one-sided, but at the same time even, if you know what I mean. But when it's time for one of the players to get in charge, they do it. But it's been back and forth the whole time. So let's see if Do It For Etika is being able to actually manage to get the few combos in. It does. 50-60%, from the get-go. But it was Chupandi. I mistakenly that one. And now Do It For Etika is the one hitting Chupandi.
Ooh. Forward smash. Gonna knock Chupandi off of the stage. Chupandi, though, charged up. One good hit could very much so be the end here. Have to see if they can fish it out. The problem is for Do It For Etika is that Chupandi still has a second stock. So this has to be damn near flawless. Chupandi is still sitting up, full rage. Up special, not going to be able to get the confirmation. Do It For Etika now, though, fully charged up. Trying to find the best option to get back up towards the stage. Wham! That's going to confirm the second stock. But again, full rage, no charge. Do It For Etika going to have to do things the hard way. Nice little up smash. All the way to the top of the blast zone. Chupandi striking first. It was the Kazuya that they needed the entire time.
Exactly. I don't know why. I mean, he's definitely really good with it. When you said...
never pick Ken Key Rule ever again. never do it.
If you have the chance, just delete it. Delete it from the game. Don't use it anymore. Put a lock onto it, and you can't choose that character.
Disable it.
Until they get buffed, which will never happen.
Oh, never happen.
Never happen.
All right, so CEC gonna be able to at least put themselves in the driver's seat for the first time in any single time that we have seen them on stage. So now we have to ask ourselves: does Do It For Etika go for a character swap?
No.
You think it was that close?
It was a fun match. It was a fun match to watch in my head.
Because we were watching Tekken.
Yeah. So there you go. Do It For Etika. Etika decided, hey. It's my ego pick. I need to win you. I need to beat you with the same character. Because when you go with same characters, there's no excuses whatsoever. It's like I lost fair and square, you beat me fair and square, whatever. So it's like it hurts, it stings you, right? You beat me on my own game, and I don't like that.
For Etika. Trying to answer back from some early damage up to 100% already. And there's one thing about Kaz is that you can get that damage super quickly. Insane scenes. Unable to at least get that confirmation. And again, Final Destination has a lot higher of a blast zone, but Nice little tech chase all the way up to the top. Chupandi gonna strike first again.
Is it even now? Is it even now? Chupandi, can you make it back? He actually makes it back. He was able to hold it to the last edge. And he's on the attack now. I mean, and that's 2 hits and already 42%. They got a lot of Cassie, yeah. 1 hit here, and Chupandi is out. Getting things a little bit more even. I'm telling you, I mean, I think it's really even. The problem is whenever Chupandi is able to, get those really good combos and then rack up damage. Sometimes good for Etika is not able to answer back, but right now you see it, 80 to 80, 80 to 80. I mean, it couldn't be any closer than this.
Pass attack. Set him off stage. Lasers will connect for Etika. Having to get the tech chase against the stage. Unable to get that tech in time. So Chupandi gonna have that 1 stock lead again, fully charged up. How much damage can you do here on the 2nd stock before you're not gonna last stock territory? More down tilt into the grab, slammed against the floor. Unable to get the elimination, but do it for Etika, now up to 72.
3 hits. That's all it took. 3 hits and now 72%. Basically, do it. You gotta do it now. I mean, it's gonna be now. You gotta do the, get that 2nd stock off Chupandi. And you were in this same position before, and it didn't go too well. So getting that 2nd stock, it's gonna be, done. But 109% here on the health. Chupandi getting some hits, so do it for Etika. Trying to get a few combos and turn this table around. But I mean, you're not going to be able to turn the tables around. You're going to be able to even things out, but not turn it around.
Hoping for some flawless activity. You can see both players just being very, very cautious with their neutral. Going for the roll-up. Is do it for Etika. Up to 121%. Chupandi has an opportunity to be able to get this elimination for the last stock. And finally gets EEC, their first point here in Super Smash Bros. On Thursday for VMS. Nice little parry, gonna be coming through. Trying to at least get the chase. Do it for Etika, up special. It's facing the wrong way for the laser beams. Back air misses, it's against the shield. Chupandi now fully charged up. Lasers just to cause a little bit of distress. Trying to get this space. Off the stage though, able to at least get the cross laser beams. Still fishing for the laser beams and the up special out of shield. Not gonna be good enough. Direct input coming through in clutch. But there it is, the 2nd time for the good. Do it for Etika, forces it into a game number 3.
Wow. Do it for Etika. Had already 109% damage going into that 3rd stock. So manages to play a beautiful defense all over. That was, very patient, keeping the distance, and just allowing Chupandi to get close whenever Do It For Etika had the opportunity to attack. So I'm super impressed. I'm super impressed because it was a 180 complete switch of a play style for Do It For Etika.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, again, Do It For Etika. Almost did feel like we were playing Tekken there for a certain point in time, brother. he's like, you have your side of the stage, I got my side of the stage. We're going to play some neutral. I'm going to play my projectiles. I'm going to fish my way back in. Because Do It For Etika was down considerably the entirety of that. So might as well get the 3rd time run back here of the Kaz mirror matchup.
3, 2,
only thing we're missing is the 3D aspect of Tekken, right? Ran out sidestep.
We got the Road to Viridian City here at the Kalos Stadium, and you want to talk about a stage that has the farthest blast zones on all 4 sides. It is right here. Nice little combination coming through from Chupandi. Cause an early charge up here for Do It For Etika. Trying to be able to get that damage first before utilizing it, and bam! Is that enough? Direct input, really well done by Chupandi, who is now charged up. Does have a percentage disadvantage, but still, resource advantage is all theirs.
Feels to me that Chupandi is having the same issue that he was having against Punk, against Pokemon Trainer, where he's better when he has a center stage, but when he's on the edge, sometimes he is being knocked off and hit off guard. Like Do It For Etika is right there, and Chupandi doesn't know, where is a safe space for him. Well, maybe there's no safe space whatsoever, but he's getting hit off those moments.
Forward up tilt. Flying. Chupandi trying to get back towards the center stage though. Tries to go for the up smash, but unable to find it. Forward jab, not going to be able to connect either. Oh, it's just a mere game of inches, 144 to 131. These big boys are hitting right now, trying to go for the up special, do it for Etika though off the platform. Gonna stay alive for now, just trying to play with what neutral that they have, rolls out of any harm's way. Lasers just giving Jupandy a little bit of a haircut, but the up special is gonna get the confirmation. Jupandy up to 159%, you feel like they're on borrowed time.
And you have seen the difference in the game, in play style. After that last start on the previous match, we have seen Do It For Etika being a lot more defensive, making sure that it's off the distance, and then whenever it has a chance, then hit Jupandy. But he's not going for those 50s. He's not letting anything go to chance. He's trying to be very calculated about everything he does. And the playstyle is completely different, and Jupandy is still trying to figure out how to play it against this type of Do It For Etika.
I mean, what a response out of Jupandy. Like, Do It For Etika drops back down to the stage and just hit him with an insane combo. Do It For Etika, though. Gonna be able to answer back, higher percentage in all. Dash attack will get that second stock. Now the lead goes towards JT Williams.
Uh-oh.
Dude, that combo's so nasty.
Again, Jupandy is not afraid of the edge, or at least he's not as good as opponents so far. Yeah, I mean, those grabs are really doing a number, Jupandy.
Yeah, I'll say.
Waiting for Etika, using the platforms quite well to keep some distance from Jupandy and force him into attacking, and then after they know that Jupandy is committed on the attack, and then they go forward. Again, just like that.
Do It For Etika, knocked off stage. Again, Kalos Stadium. Can you get back? And no.
Yes.
Second part of the up special going to be good enough. But nice little combination coming through from Jupandy. 0% to the 86 now off the final stock for Do It For Etika. Grab, drag down, bang! Not going to be charged up though. Not going to get the full knockback, but Lasers does connect. Just now 13% just off of what? Being touched a single time?
This is, I mean, last round wasn't this good. Last match between these two. This was so close, and we're back into it. Last stock for each, and they are basically tied. And this could be anyone's game. One punch, and it could be all. And now Jupandy getting the hit. Oh my God, this could be it. But no, Do It For Etika wasn't able to complete that combo and get Jupandy out of the way. However, man,
wow!
Once more with the same move. I mean, back to back to back, and Do It For Etika. Etika getting the win here. I'm sad for Jupandy, man. I'm so sad for it.
Really, I mean, let this entire heart, soul, and other demon bits from Kazuya there on the battlefield. Like, that is heartbreaking, 100%. You win the first game, then the second one, like, you earn the respect for Do It For Etika, starts giving you a whole lot more space, starts playing for a whole lot more neutral, and then it just all just crumbles soon afterwards as well. Even had the lead there on Kalos for the final stage as well. Like, it's just that second stock comes through, like the continuation of like all of like the different damage and combos that Do It For Etika was catching, just to put them all the way up to a percentage advantage. It's just absolutely insane. So now CEEC gonna find themselves down 0-1. Next player up has to get the job done. It's gonna be Raph stepping in versus Bubbles, who's playing on the Wolf.
I like Wolf. I like it a lot. So let's see if they're able to use it at full speed. Full speed Wolf is great to watch.
2, 1, go!
So let's see if CEC can get a win in here using Raph. I mean, Raph using Roy. My bad. That's tough. I'm sorry.
I feel like Raph is like that unnamed Fire Emblem character.
He's gonna be like Ralph, and he's gonna be in Smash now.
Oh jeez.
Imagine.
John C. Reilly, like in Super Smash Bros. Just like voicing. No, we don't really have like full voice lines in this game, but like I'd be here for it, honestly. Early percentage advantage coming through for Bubbles. Look, Wolf at the beginning of the game, even at this moment in time, it's still a good character pick. You do have a 2-frame in that forward down tilt that does technically go through the stage. Those Wolf Claws are a lot sharper and longer than a may seem, but Raph off the pineapple there, not able to get towards the ledge, will lose that first stock. Does have center stage control. Bubbles kind of mashing buttons out. Raph tried to go for the upbeat out of shield, but not going to find it.
It's funny you mentioned that Raph has center stage control, but he was eating the shots.
Oh, yeah.
He was getting hit by everything. Wow. Okay, Bubbles, take it easy, dude. No, don't take it easy.
Forward smash catches Raph trying to go high. Did not magnetize to the ledge at all. Trying to at least find a single stock. Back throw into the laser. Trying to go for the down smash. Not going to be able to get the 2-frame, but a falling laser. Going to be able to at least get back towards center stage. Bubbles realistically on borrowed time right here. Like, Wolf is not a heavier character. He's definitely the heaviest out of all three, and the up smash vacuum seal will send Bubbles to the blast zone.
But that way, for me, it's weird because sometimes I forget that Wolf has a gun. You know, he can shoot from afar because he's a lot of times so up close and personal, hitting you, you know, from every single angle, but very closely. That I forget about it. But yeah, I mean, he can also use that to do some damage when you are trying to turn off the edge or keep some distance if needed. And now Raph on the 120%. I mean, you were talking about you know, borrowed time before, and this seems like it's gonna be it for him.
All right,
that was a close one.
All right, Bubbles. Try to go for the falling down air for the spike. That's it. Fantastic finish, but it's going to be the up smash that confirms it. Bubbles only down to 2 stocks, so Raph only able to collect 1, but a very convincing start as far as what potentially could be the last set here on the evening.
I'm happy to see Wolf at least. I get a fun character to watch, but Roy gonna have to be doing some. I don't know, maybe choose another character or something.
I mean, Roy, like, theoretically, like, should be favored as far as that, like, matchup is concerned. Yeah, because, like, the reach of, like, the sword and everything, plus, like, the combos extension from, like, just the nair to fair extension as well as the kill percentage. But, I mean, you could have the matchup being favored in your direction, but at the end of the day, it just could be a knowledge and skill gap. But hey, you never really know. We'll have to see if Raph can come back from the depths here again. Potential last 3 stocks here of the evening. Potential last 3 stocks of CEEC as well. I don't know if they have any wins whatsoever. Again, all the records are going to be tallied up. Playoffs start next week. Raph going to be going over towards another Fire Emblem character, this time for the Lucina.
Right, let's get into action. Let's get into it. And Bubbles looking strong before. Hopefully Raph will learn a few things, you know, about the character before, and he's able to look a little bit better now. But before only getting 1 stock off Bubbles, that was not it. I mean, a bit more movement right now, which I think that's a good news for Raph.
I will say this much as far as the character is concerned. Lucina is really good with the world. So this character, for all intents and purposes, or I'm sorry, no, this is Corn. Corn, I think, yeah, it's Corn. So Corn, for all intents and purposes, like, has options versus the mass amount of projectiles can slow the matchup down. But as far as kill percentage is concerned, you're going to be fishing for a while. Wolf will have that advantage. Neutral game, though, feel like it might still favor Wolf, but with the sword still in play, Bubbles is doing a really good job at just finding their way in for the brawl.
The problem right now is that Raph is trying to get into the platform, and Wolf is there. So there's no distance that you can create in that situation. Or maybe, I mean, maybe you can create it, but Raph is not being able to do so. Now on center stage, it's much better for Raph to use that sword, use that distance, and use that speed. That is probably the key to do damage against Wolf. Wolf, however, I mean, using that laser and just being in your face the whole time after you are on the edge, Bubbles is doing a great job of not letting Raph breathe.
153%. Bubbles trying to find that elimination. Good little stall out to maybe try to get a cheeky little slide, but not going to be the case at all. There's that 2-frame, even on Kalos. It's a very far blast zone, but not going to save you that time around for Raph. Bubbles strikes first.
Okay, that was a good start here from Raph. At least getting Bubbles 120%. But you mentioned it before, you know, the KO moves from Karin are going to be a challenge here for Raph. See if he's able to, you know, rack up a little bit more damage and then get the KO off Bubbles. But Bubbles, in the meantime, you know, dodging everything again and also doing some damage itself. 36% now, missing that one.
Oh, up smash, not going to connect. Spacing a little wayward. Dash attack after dash attack, you coming through from Bubbles. 136%. Not going to be able to get it there, as well is Raph just trying to find any sort of falling animation that would be able to get this dang wolf off the screen. Counter, not going to be able to work whatsoever. Raph having to get back towards the ledge, goes for the roll-up option. There it is, finally, the back air going to confirm Bubbles, who realistically should have been killed about like maybe 30% ago.
Yeah. But you know, good news is that Turing, was able to get 28, from the get-go right there.
Sure.
So, oh, but that's not good news. That's definitely not good news. You ate that one completely, fully. I mean, it was a whole meal, and you took it home.
Got a whole meal, bag of chips, and,
Yep.
then you had vanilla ice cream on a chocolate chip brownie.
Exactly.
That's a very hearty evening. Bubbles now with a clear-cut advantage. As far as percent is concerned, Raph's not in a bad spot.
Yep.
It's getting worse. Oh my god, that was so close. Just the neutral getup was ballsy to say the least for Raph. Bubbles though, trying to at least get Raph back off the stage, struggling to get back on stage, and will finally be able to do so as far as a neutral play is concerned. Bubbles up to 122%. Can Raph get the second stock?
Gotta do it now. I mean, this is the moment. Otherwise, if you wait a little bit longer, finally, okay, that's good. That's good. That's good news or decent news for Raph.
Yeah.
Better than waiting a little bit longer. But hasn't been able to have a really good streak in a while. And wow, the thing is, the Bubbles hit hard. I mean, he can knock you off quickly. And 111, you gotta be perfect on your defense right now.
Fair, not going to be a back air though, so Raph not going to be sent all the way to the blast zone 2 frame, not going to connect at all. Nice little laser sequence coming through. Raph trying to go for the introduction, was just wanting to press buttons at that point in time. Bubbles scouted it, read it, picked it up in the library 2 weeks ago. It's overdue at this point in time. Just hit the shield to the up smash. That is going to do it for CEEC. Bubbles gets the job done versus Raph. There at the end, though, the corn pick was a lot better. You saw that right there. I like at the end, like the final stock was good. A couple good up airs were being thrown out as far as an option is concerned. Maybe could have gotten them up to kill percentage, but definitely did a whole lot better than the Royal. I'll tell you that much.
I think this is the matchup that maybe if you give them, Raph, you give a little bit more time to get used to Wolf.
Sure.
Maybe it could make it a little bit closer.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the case. And that's the thing with tournaments. I mean, you got to be able to make the adjustments like on the go. This is only best of 3, very short series. And I mean, the pick makes a big difference on round 1. And then what you do with it and what you do within the next pick afterwards makes a huge factor on the long run on the whole series.
Well, that's going to go ahead and be the last series of the evening, so let's go ahead and show you how everything did unfold today. No third sets at all. Everything was going to be a 2-0. The Butler Bulldogs are going to be able to win both of their series today, 2-0 versus the Garinger Wildcats, and also a 2-0 versus MMC was the fourth match. The Olympic Trojans also able to win 2-0 versus the Hough Huskies. Audrey Kell Knights also able to get the 2-0 win versus the Sabres. The last 3 matches did have the Palisades Pumas beating the MC Mavericks. Myers Park Mustangs also able to get themselves that 2-0 win versus CEEC. CEEC, though, gave themselves a real good effort as far as finally getting themselves a win, especially on this Thursday, but JT Williams will remain unscathed today as the final match up of the evening, but do it for Etika, getting pushed all the way to a third game, and Wolf, there being played by Bubbles, had the final laugh as far as the evening is concerned. Final thoughts from you, Chimako.
Yeah, I don't think CEC should not be feeling too bad. I think, had Chupandi there, and he was doing good. He had a good moments. It was unfortunate, but 2-0. I don't think it shows the full picture, at least in those 2 rounds that we saw between CEC and Myers and then JT Williams. So pretty good. And also, I mean, the 2-0, history, the storyline here, it makes good for playoffs, because now you're going to playoffs, and those schools that were looking really strong right now might not be the case next week. We shall see. I mean, you're going, as a big fish in a small pond. Next week is where everything, it's gonna get paid, and it's gonna be a good time. So I'm excited. I'm excited for next week.
Top 8 makes it to playoffs, going through to next week, but this week is not over quite yet. Again, it is 3 days of some high school, high-level action being played. Today was Thursday for Super Smash Bros. Yesterday was Valorant. Tomorrow, same time, same place for Rocket League. Playoffs start next week. We are getting down to the nit and gritty when it comes down to the CMS and VESL action. You're not going to want to miss it at all. Thank you so much for joining us here on this beautiful evening here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Until then, y'all keep it real. We'll be seeing y'all tomorrow.